Oh, that's not a good sign. What the hell is that?
Oi, Stu.
Oh, it's a box, Barry.
It is. I painted it myself. It's a brown box.
Yeah, it has been painted.
Yeah, I got bored yesterday. Today we are tasting some South African treats. Unfortunately, there are no biltong in this brown box.
Oh, I do like biltong.
I do, yeah. But it's all good. It's all in date.
Ooh, exciting.
And there's no order to it. We'll do a couple of bonus ones at the end for Patreon, if that's all right.
Excellent.
And we'll just get going.
Good.
Oh, someone's painted it shut.
I wonder how that happened.
I want to start with this. So this is obviously just a Cadbury's flake. And I got some other ones sent to me that were from that sort of thing where, you know, when you go abroad, you're like, oh, Cadbury's chocolate. I wonder what that tastes like. But this is genuinely a Cadbury's flake that is made in South Africa. Okay. So I wanted to see what it would taste like.
I don't think I've had a local flake for many years.
Shall we have a look? Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
It could be discoloured, that is one thing.
Or heat bloom, yep. Oh my God. It's gone everywhere. I'm just going to shove the whole thing in my mouth, which is not something to take out of context.
That tastes different to a flake to me. Tastes less chocolatey, or just less milky.
Is it me or is it just less to the taste? It's like they've somehow dialed the taste down 50%.
Yeah. Tastes like chocolate chalk. Not a
Do you think that's just because it's been heated? Well, no, because that shouldn't affect the flavour, should it?
No. I just think, I actually was told this, that for some American chocolate bars, if that recipe was made in the UK, it would not be called chocolate, it would be called chocolate flavour, or cocoa flavour, because of the different things that are in it. Well, that's not a great start.
No. A poor flake. A plake. Ooh. Tennis. Anyone for tennis?
Anyone for tennis.
Yeah.
This is true. Before he left last night, which looking back, I should have probably just come straight from not playing tennis. I played tennis last night and showed this to my South African friend, and he was like, oh, I think he said lekker. Lekker. Mini classic coconut biscuits.
Oh, okay.
And a guy called Baker's on the front there, some sort of brand.
Established 1851.
Let's hope they're not that old. I thought it was going to be like custard creamy vibes from the cover.
It smells very biscuity,
It does,
strangely enough.
Making my nose twingle. Oh, it does smell like those coconut biscuits you get. Is it Nice biscuits?
Yes.
It's quite delicate and mild, isn't it?
They're not that sweet, which I quite like.
Yeah.
It is a less sweet Nice.
Yeah, and you get a nice little hum of the coconut in there. It's not too apparent. I don't mind if something was too coconutty, it would be a bit like, ugh.
I'm exactly the same. I hate desiccated coconut, but that's only a little hint of it. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Quite good. I like those.
15 love that. So I had to find one of these that wasn't covered in paint. I don't know what these are. It just says fruit on it.
Chappies fruit.
Yeah. So it could be... Oh, it's bright green.
God. Mine's bright yellow. They're fluorescent, aren't they?
Oh, it's got some facts inside. Because metal expands when it is heated, the Eiffel Tower is 7 centimetres taller in summer than winter.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Oprah Winfrey's real name is Orpa.
Ooh.
So it's an anagram of Oprah.
Orca would be even better, wouldn't it?
Orca, yes. Named after a whale. That doesn't seem likely.
Right, so we've got a little close-up cam here to show you. I've got a green
Sweetie
one.
Sweetie 2.
And yours is yellowy.
It is.
It does feel quite hard. Quirky. Let's see how we go.
Oh, God. It's been cold. It's warming up. Oh.
Oh, it could be chewing gum, couldn't it? I think it is.
I think it is chewing gum,
Yeah. It's got that South African flaky chalk vibe to it. Oh, that's really tough. Well, that's just basically chewing gum. And mine, although they're just colour difference, I think mine was probably similar tasting to yours in that it was just a flavour.
Yeah. It's just random fruit. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
There's no problem with it.
Sorry about that. I probably would have finished with that to cleanse the palate. Okay, next one in sort of a tartan packaging, and it's got Baker's on it again.
Okay, Baker's return with Eat Some More.
Yeah. I like how it's like pronounced or spelled extremely bizarrely.
Yeah, very phonetic. Yeah.
Mini shortbread biscuits, original and breast. So it seems like South Africa are quite keen on their biscuits in general.
I assume there's going to be quite buttery shortbread.
Yeah, they look like dog biscuits actually. Wow. What size is that?
Well,
it's just shortbread, isn't it?
yeah.
Smells like Scotland.
Oh God, not very good shortbread at all. Terrible.
Yeah, that's... I might just order a big box of chalk.
It just crumbled to dust. That's the worst shortbread I've ever had. That's impressive.
I didn't feel like it's doing anything.
It's not very buttery. Just disintegrates in your mouth. Leaves a vaguely unpleasant aftertaste.
I think that's quite a good summary of shortbread in general sometimes.
True.
But I think that transportation for this has made it kind of like be like. That's the official.
That's not. Yeah, that is very weak on the shortbread front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Scotland and get some other stuff. It'll be better.
My delicious biscuits are baked using generous helpings of only the finest ingredients and have become part of every generation's childhood memories. Each one is specially baked with loving care for you. And that says, it looks like it says the Banana Man on it.
Banana from Acacia Road.
I think it says the Bakehouse or the Baker's. I can't even read that. I mean.
Yeah. The Bakerman? What?
But we call it the Bakerman.
I wonder if anyone at home can work it out.
I generally can't read that.
I've got to say, my delicious biscuits. Yeah, but why didn't you put them in this bag then?
Yeah.
Because these are not delicious
Then
biscuits,
they're not.
mate.
But it needs something else on there. I mean, I've eaten tastier dog biscuits, I think, but hey-ho. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, yeah.
Do you like the shortbread?
I do quite like shortbread, actually.
That's disappointing then.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get something a bit weirder.
The randomizer. Oh, what's this about?
I don't know what it's called, but on one side it says Borracha e creme com sabor a caramel kombucha cremosa com sabor a caramello.
With caramel flavour. Layers of wafer and caramel flavoured cream smothered in Cadbury caramel confection.
But I don't know what it's called. Is it called P.S. You're Awesome?
I think it's just
Or
called
just P.S.
P.S. Caramel?
Oh, and then you put that person's name on it.
Ah, so dear Barry, you're awesome.
Oh,
my God.
it's white.
Looks like frozen milk.
Yeah.
Sort of slightly yellowy on the inside, white on the outside.
It looks like it could be like a wax crayon or something, doesn't it?
As long as it doesn't taste like one, I'm fine with that. Oof. Ooh,
Wow, that is dense. I was not expecting it to look like that. It's quite stacked and dense, isn't it?
Yeah.
It smells all right.
Oh. I wouldn't say that tastes of caramel.
No, I'm disappointed by that. The wafer is strong. It's
It's only wooden taste.
yeah.
What is going on?
I feel like we're eating treated timber. Perfect for a carpenter.
Caramel's very weak, isn't it? It's like the sort of flavourless but very sugary white chocolate.
Yeah.
As opposed to caramel.
And the amount of wafer in there, the stack, is literally just making it taste, that texture of wood, like you say. That is,
And then the flavour, this quite overpowering flavour of the wafer, which is not a phrase that I thought I'd ever use.
yeah,
but,
the flavour of that. Yeah, true, yeah. Like it's almost, like they've just stacked it. And I think that's where that texture of wood, I've never eaten a wooden chocolate bar.
First time for everything.
But yeah, the packaging got me really excited for that, more than the actual final product. But hey ho, this is going to be something a little bit generic, like a flapjack.
Okay.
When I showed this to my South African friend at tennis last night, he was very excited, saying, "Oh, Rusk, yay!" So I think it's just like a flapjack. But apparently are extremely popular.
I don't think this is a flat. Looking at it, I think this is like a rusk, like a baby
Like
would
a baby.
have. Seriously,
a bowl of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's actually lighter than a flapjack, to be fair.
Made by Owuma.
What am I?
And baby's rusks are actually really nice.
They are. I didn't actually get rusks as a kid that often.
I don't think I did.
I did make up for it when I was like in my late teens. Bought them for went for a month of eating them. They did like different, there was a vanilla one and stuff.
Oh,
it's quite nice.
She sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
New video, Will It Rusk?
Quirky.
That's interesting because I don't think there's any sugar in it at all. Not sweet at all. I was expecting it to be much sweeter than that.
I'm still trying to process it. It's like a mouse turned into a cement mixer of butter.
I don't dislike it.
No.
It's different. I can see me getting into that, but it would take a few, I think.
I think from that bite alone, wow, it just tastes really buttery. Again, melts in the mouth, but there's a bit more to it. I think actually that might be my favourite thing so far.
Which is mine, yeah.
Wow.
Almost, I wouldn't say salty, but like proper savoury.
But that's like what the rusks for baby food were. There wasn't much sugar in that. A bit of milk to soften it up.
For the kids, yeah.
Yeah, but you could just eat them. I was eating them quite like plain like this, and it was. But that's nice.
Yeah.
I might save that for the drive home. I'm a bit worried about this one. I was excited about it before, but now I see that the PS one is white chocolate.
Yeah.
A jelly tot bar.
Oh, intriguing.
So there were jelly tots, but I have to be honest, I had so many things. I gave them to my South African friend, and he was like, amazing. But they were just jelly tots, the same thing we get in the UK, but from there. But there's this like lovely lots like jelly tots, but it's in a white chocolate bar.
Oh.
Smooth white chocolate with original jelly tots stuffed inside. basically. Segmented. Oh, it does look like soap, doesn't it? Oh, my word. Oh,
that could not look more soapy if it tried. Right.
Why is everything so powdery?
Yeah.
It's tastes more like white chocolate than the last one. I think it's just great. There's not a huge barrier of wafers to break through, so we're not eating wood.
There's only one bit of a jelly tot in mine.
Yeah, I only had one. Maybe it's one in each segment. So, although the cover gave away that it looked like it was going to be like running with jelly tots.
Yeah, the cover implies that every single part of the bar has 2 whole jelly tots in. In fact, each part has 1 slither of jelly tot.
It really does. And I feel like we're eating the flake again in terms of texture.
Yeah.
It's that very chalky. I feel like I could write on the pavement with that, like do a hopscotch or something.
It says smooth white chocolate. That is some of the least smooth chocolate I've ever had. It's very powdery.
It was like a cat litter tray texture. bit gravelly.
Yeah, if that's what the smooth is like, I'd hate to see the non-smooth. It's just like a brick.
Yeah, you've got to carve it off yourself. Do you know what? We're going to go straight back for another chocolate bar. This is a peppermint crisp.
Oh, I feel I've heard of these.
Mint cracknel coated in milk chocolate confection.
Mint cracknel sounds like a cricketer or something.
It looks like a decent colour, to be fair.
Yeah, from Nestle. That's not a good sign. What the hell is that? That is from like an 80s sci-fi horror.
It's kryptonite in a bar, isn't it?
Sneak it onto Superman.
That's hard, like a boiled sweet filling. Oh, wow.
Sorry. You want to censor that? It just exploded.
I'll put some sort of weird South African biltong over the top of that or something.
It does look like kryptonite from the first Superman film.
I love how we've got this like pile of South African debris just occurring like in the middle of the table here. I was thinking from the cover, it looked just like an arrow, but that doesn't bode well.
It really doesn't, does it?
Right. That is like eating a mint wafer.
Yeah, it is like eating a mint wafer.
That's so bizarre. I actually really like that. I mean, I like mint things anyway. I was really worried that was going to literally have the texture of a hard-boiled sweet within chocolate. It does slightly, but it almost turns to like minty kryptonite glass in a nice way.
Has the flavour of a mint boiled sweet.
Yeah.
It really does. It's very potent.
Yeah, with actually some nice milk chocolate around it, which isn't... That works well. I could definitely eat that again. In fact, I will. I feel like we need something bland to kind of counteract that mint. There was a few things there that I think with that minty taste will enhance it. So, Bakers again.
Oh, they're back with their small biscuits.
Blue Label Mini Marie Biscuits.
Okay.
These just look like maybe little digestive biscuits.
Quite a lot of butter on the front.
Yeah.
I presume that's what those yellow cubes are.
That's the thing I'm worried about right now. It's like chalky butter generally, but the Rusk and that minty bar for me so far. Very light, almost like a cracker in some ways.
It's something a pirate's been digging up.
I'll cost you 5 bakers.
Rich tea.
But yeah, that is a rich tea biscuit.
Yep.
That's really nice.
Yep.
Do you know what? If they sold rich tea biscuits like that, I'd probably be very addicted to them.
Yeah, it's good. It's just like a nice rich tea biscuit.
Yeah,
a good one.
it's like probably in the year 2030, what the size they will be.
£9 each.
Yeah, that's it.
That's by far the best bakers, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think that's all of them now. So Baker's Dozen.
Yeah.
Right, next up I've got these things.
Oh, God. Did he dissolve them in a urinal or something? What is that?
It's a cream soda flavoured smoothie.
What?
But it does say fresh in tiny little letters. I've only just seen that.
I think these have gone very sticky.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be getting these at their best.
Tart from the wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that is a sticky lad. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's gone
I
gooey.
think I've got a bit of wrapper on there still, but hey, it might enhance the flavour. So apparently cream soda is quite a popular flavour in South Africa generally, so I wasn't really aware of that.
Do you like cream soda as a drink?
I do.
Oh, I don't know. I feel it's like fizzy phlegm.
Oh, now I don't want to ever drink that again. I can't work that out. It's not breaking down, and it's a texture where you do not want to bite into that.
No. That'll be it. Straight to the dentist. This is a flavour I'm not familiar with. There's a new one. Quite like it, though.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to be cream soda, but then I'm always getting like a lime vibe, but I don't know if it's just my head playing like, because of the colour green.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm getting like a very mild citrus note to it. Get notes from a bowl of sweet. Like wine tasting. Don't hate that. It's just not going away.
It's slightly medicine-y, if you know what I mean, but not in a bad way.
Cowpole vibes. It's like more. You're eating cardboard Vicks Vaporub. It's not going away. In fact, I'm so confident that it's not going away. I could drive home and FaceTime you tomorrow. How are you getting on? Yeah, about halfway through it.
All my teeth are rotted out of my face, but other than that.
Yeah. Jump cut to spit it out. All right, the brown box of mystery continues.
Ooh.
We've got this thing.
What type of paint was it, as a matter of interest?
Acrylic. My daughter Phoebe.
Paint?
Yeah, my daughter Phoebe. I mean, she's like got loads of brown. So yeah, she does her own little painting thing. So she's currently working on a cat picture. She's never painted a cat in her life. It's amazing.
Wow.
Honestly, I thought it was a real cat, just stood very, very still.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. Right, next up, TV bar.
TV bar.
Now, I think just visually looking at everything that was in this box, this for me was stood out as possibly going to be my favourite thing. I do notice on all of these bars consistently, they have like the description, and then there's this like huge, like a consistent like descriptive text on it.
Yeah, they really like you to know exactly what's in it. And I've just realised the font is very similar to a credit block on a movie poster.
It is.
That really sort of clear, tall and thin writing.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. And I don't know why that reminds the TV thing reminds me of the old magazine TV Times.
Oh my God,
That is an old magazine.
That logo looks like a 1970s magazine logo from the UK.
Yes.
Wonder how long
South
they've had
Africa,
that.
like, oh, we'll have that now. Tropical coconut, crunchy rice puffs in smooth milk chocolate.
Smooth.
We've been here before, South Africa.
Gritty milk
You're
chocolate.
teasing us now. Oh
my God, that's a lump.
That is a lump. That looks well, quite dense, doesn't it?
Yeah. The chocolate's better. I can't taste any coconut.
Literally about to say that. That's great. All I'm getting is a chocolate surround, loads of Rice Krispies, and it's almost like the chocolate has weaved its way through the Rice Krispies and just set the rest in place like more granular. Oh, it says smooth. There's still a gritty texture going on.
But very offset by Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
I'm getting no coconut from
No
that at all.
coconut. I don't miss it.
Mystery coconut.
Yeah.
Stealth coconut.
That's what they should call it, mystery coconut.
They could call it mystery. They could call it mystery petrol because you can't taste that in it either. You know.
Yeah. Come out with something like petrol chocolate bar. Oh, I don't know if I should. Oh, don't worry, you can't taste it. All right. All right.
The chocolate bar of choice for all murderers.
I would eat that. I would continue to eat that. But we still have some more to go.
Is that my favourite? I think it might be.
Yeah. I think in terms of excitement and visualisation, it's something completely different so far. It's the peppermint crisp for me.
Yes, that was most interesting.
Yeah.
Do you like the Rusk as well?
Right, these things.
Oh my goodness.
It reminded me of Marmite, just the colours of the packaging on it. So I don't think it's anything to do with Marmite. It just says Champion on it. The big taste that lasts, original flavoured toffee. So this is potentially a well-known South African toffee. I can't even get the wrapper off. This is worrying.
Yeah, I think these are stuck together quite well.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That is a toffee. Yeah, look at that. I think this might be cream soda vibes. Do you like toffees?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you?
I'll find out. I actually avoid toffees as much as I can. It's something. I don't know. I just don't like the texture of it. They end up sticking to your teeth.
That's why I avoid it because it's probably very bad for your teeth because it's mostly sugar and it sticks to your teeth.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't mind if it's mostly sugar and there's some sort of nice thing going with it, but. Got licorice vibes to that.
I just got licorice vibes. I was about to say that.
Nope. I do not like that.
Oh.
I can't do licorice, and I don't know why. That is, for me, not toffee-ish. Just want that soothing toffee that's going to melt in my mouth and take about a year. I don't want any licorice vibes. I hate licorice, sorry.
I would not say that's particularly nice.
No?
No.
Great. Sorry, South Africa, but that I did think from that it might have been one of the most iconic things where it said the original on it, and nothing else really has, so yeah.
I've got to try and get it out of my teeth now, so I need the next thing.
You can stick it to the wall behind us. Well, these last two, I've got one of each for us, actually.
Ooh.
This is called a Bar 1, and it reminds me, it's giving me a significant from the branding Mars bar vibes.
Okay, absolutely, in fact.
Energy for a 25-hour day. South Africa.
Oh, we can't eat them
crazy.
You can't eat these till a day that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So again, thick milk chocolate with nougat and caramel centre.
This is clearly a small Mars bar.
It is, literally. And that is not a bad thing. But it is a South African small Mars bar. Like an advert.
Did
A South African Mars helps you work, rest and play.
on the 25th hour. Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tougher. But it has been on a plane.
Probably tougher because it's cold.
But the chocolate isn't the same.
No, it's not far off, but it's a mildly inferior Mars bar.
Yeah. It's the chocolate has definitely got a different recipe than we're used to in the UK. It's almost like American chocolate in that way that it tastes more like it's made more with like a cocoa powder or something rather than...
Mars bar, but slightly lower down the quality scale.
Right, last one. I've saved another good one. I think this might be quite good.
I thought that was the last one. I'm excited now. Tex.
This by Nestle, yeah. It's Tex. Milk chocolate confection with Aero and filled biscuit wafers. What?
I like it.
And it doesn't look like Aero on the packaging at all.
No, there's a very thin layer of aero in there.
There is.
Yeah.
But there is that little band in the middle, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, so a very, very small amount of aero. Well, quite hard.
Yeah. It's like very like slabby again. That wafer is... I don't know how you make your wafers in South Africa, but that is strong. It's actually not bad.
I much prefer this one to the last one. Aero seems pointless to me because the whole point of aero is all the bubbles and holes in it, giving it a different sort of texture and taste. When it's stuck between two wafers, it could just be chocolate.
It could, but then couldn't everything.
Yeah.
There we go, Stu.
Blimey.
What was your favourite and worst?
Ooh.
I think my worst for me was the toffee because I couldn't finish it, but then that's just a personal thing.
Yeah, I didn't like the toffee, but it may be the toffee for me, actually. I liked it more than you, but...
Oh,
sonic boom!
but...
Yeah. I disagree. I'm surprised the peppermint crisp, because it's different.
Yeah. I think, for me, it was the cream soda boiled sweet that I hated because that actually I just kept going. There wasn't actually like any fun in that. But then, the peppermint crisp, I've got to say... was absolutely outstanding. What do you think would be a UK equivalent of the peppermint crisp if you made one?
There is one. It's where would you get mint cracknel even?
Well, yeah.
I'm sure you can buy it.
What is cracknel? Can you buy that? Because it was like rods of hard-boiled sweet.
I think it is kind of boiled sugar that's been aerated in some manner.
Amazing. I just got this vision of a guy like rolling it into like tubes. And a lot of dust and chalk other than that.
Yes. A lot of dust and chalk. The bad surprise was probably the jelly tots one.
Yes.
So it was just really low quality white chocolate with a hint of a jelly tot in it.
I feel like we started bad and it progressively got better from the chalk up to like things that were like, okay, we're going to Flavour Town now.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it totally, that was a bad start actually with all the biscuits and things.
Yeah.
But as we went on, more interesting things were unearthed.
Right. Well, it was well worth my 5-hour drive to come here just to eat this.
If you're good, you can have the other half of the, what was it, the bar one?
Bar one,
on the way back.
for the way home. I can eat that in London on the M25.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. You guys know where Stuart is. He's everywhere.
I am. Mostly Ashens on YouTube and that.
Check that out. And we might be actually finally putting up a MRE kit on your channel.
Yes. It's only 14 years out of date,